Hey everyone, exciting news. We've officially launched the Paranoid Perspective Patreon. If you love what we do, unpacking conspiracies, chasing mysteries, and laughing through the weirdness, now you can support the show and get more of it.
So, for as little as $5 a month, you will get exclusive access and extra perks to the episode. Sarah, what do we get with Tier 1?
So, Tier 1 is the Curious Minds, and you get a shout out at the end of every episode.
Next tier, this is what you guys really probably want. Ad-free episodes. We don't need those pesky ads that you guys are getting on Spotify, Apple, whatever else. You will get all episodes ad-free along with what else, Sarah?
You'll also get it ahead of time. So before the episode releases for that week, it'll be available for you to watch or listen.
So if you guys are interested, check in the show notes down below, or you can head to patreon.com/the Paranoid Perspective Podcast. Welcome back to the Paranoid Perspective. I'm Jake.
I'm Sarah.
Sarah, this is episode 52. That means we've been doing this shit for a fucking year. I know, right? I'm pretty happy with myself and with you. I truly am.
Yeah.
Teamwork
Great.
makes the dream work.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things when we sat down just over a year ago and we're like, let's just fucking do it together and we'll do a podcast, because I was doing my own thing, you were doing your own thing, and I think both of us were kind of just like feeling about it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
and
Yeah. No, it's been good.
I think what got me good was like the thing that got me into it like right away was you reminded me of your cult, and I was like, dude, first episode right there, that has to be it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Hey, brother and sister co-host. Oh, hey, this is my sister. Guess what she did when she was in college?
Right. You know, just one of those crazy college stories.
Yeah, one that I don't think many people have had, to say the very
No.
least.
It is interesting telling people at work have found out, and like they tell people. There's a couple people at work that tell people when we get like people in for workshops, like from our different plants, and they see that that's the first episode, and it's like, yeah, that's a little interesting.
So anyway, this is Sarah. She joined a cult.
Right, yeah.
She's not
Yeah, a
active.
couple people came up to me afterwards, like, I really like your podcast. That was a great episode, first episode. Right.
Hey, I mean, if we're gonna go pretty hard on the first episode, might as well just go for, real world experiences and whatnot. But
Right. Yeah.
listeners, we're gonna go through each of our episodes, talked about what we liked, what we didn't like, funny times, the sad times, the best of times, and the worst of times. I don't know if we've had any of that, but we're just gonna go through each episode, and if we can do some quick on the fly, perfect for podcasting material research on any updates we can think of, we're gonna talk about it for a little bit. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. So we kind of dug into that first one just a little bit. You joining the cult, like, I thought was funny because I don't think anybody realized how crazy that actually could have been.
Right. Well, yeah. It could have been really bad, actually.
Like, it was bad enough as it was. Like, you
Yeah.
getting coerced into this weird cult, but then like when you left the country that you were staying in to another country, and then it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, you have to wake up every 2 hours and pray, and we're only going to feed you a couple times.
Right.
It's like, oh, fuck. Like, this is,
Yeah, that could have been the end. I could have
it
been
could
stuck
have been.
there, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could have, bit hook, line, and sinker into that shit and been a devout follower of.
That's why I'm saying I could have stayed forever, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, free meal. That's it. That's the only, well, nice waterfall.
Well, actually, I mean, who knows? You might have been taking over the chapter in
Right. I
Chicago.
would have been in charge of the American, whatever. I would have been the American lieutenant.
Yeah, you've been the American liaison
Right.
to the
Yeah.
JMS cult, but I
Right.
don't know. I'm happy you didn't because we wouldn't have this podcast right now. And if we did have this podcast, we
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't be talking about you being in JMS. So
No. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen. Yeah, I was thinking of doing an update later for that with, like, the lessons and the parables and the
listeners,
songs.
we got a whole episode coming for season 2 about all of the crazy extra stuff that Sarah had access to, but now has physical access to, as far as what she just
Right.
said. So it's going to be a good time. So I don't know. But then we jumped right into that, into the Delphi murders.
Yeah,
That was kind of close to home for us. And I remember it was a huge deal, and it still is. But I mean,
yeah.
it's a wild story
Well,
to say the very least.
new evidence coming out, I guess.
There is new evidence, and I actually have it pulled up right now. That way we don't have to be like, oh, what am I doing? I'm Googling.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, new evidence has been released by the court in the Delphi murders case as attorneys for the man accused of murdering the teenage girls in Delphi more than 8 years ago. So I still, it blows me away. It seems like it didn't
Yeah,
happen that long ago.
right.
But according to WTHR, court released more than 1,000 pages of exhibits from the case that were requested by the team putting together Richard Allen's appeal. Richard Allen is currently serving 130 years for the 2017 murders of Abby Williams and Libby German. Several weeks ago, Allen's attorney notified the court that he had not received all the exhibits and filed the case, blah, 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 blah. But pretty much it's looking like some of this is getting like back to almost like ritualistic, almost like
Yeah,
Odinism
the
sort of
Odinism,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's sort of looking like. So
I mean, that judge should have just allowed the evidence to be put in.
that's what I was just about
Like,
to
I
say.
feel like that's a little strange.
Well, I feel like it, and I'm trying to play devil's advocate a little bit, but I feel like that it was just too hokey for him at the moment. You know what I mean? Like he was just like, "Oh, this woo shit. I'm not going to listen to whatever they have to say about Odinism or anything like that."
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's kind of
Well,
what it's looking like.
just some of the, like, well, the poses of the girls and stuff, like,
Hmm.
in the symbols, I don't seems like an inside job that the judge dismissed it.
It very well could be. He could be one of the Odinists. You know what I mean? So I mean, it is a small community up there.
Yeah. Well, also, well, I think it's a woman judge, isn't it?
Is it? I think. Yes, I think you're right.
But I think the judge had said there was not enough to connect other suspects to the crime. But it's
That's
like
right.
the
Yeah.
defense doesn't have to prove, like, the defense doesn't have to find the other suspects.
Right.
But
Right.
it's still weird. I don't know. But yeah, lots of evidence.
So it's definitely something we could probably do an update on it once some more stuff comes out because I feel like it's not even close to being over as far as
Yeah.
what's being released.
No.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
he's appealing. So yeah,
Yeah.
once it gets closer to that, like 5 years or so, who knows how
Sure.
long.
If yeah, who knows? By that point, we might be too big to even worry about David Allen and his piece of shit self.
Richard Allen?
Richard Allen. I don't know why I said David Allen. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but I will still talk about Delphi,
No, I know
no
we
matter how
will.
big we
Just
can.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm not going to let our ego go to our head, because we're podcasting
right,
experts. We've been doing it for a year now.
right, yeah. Longer than other people give up already, maybe.
That's true. That's true. But then we went into kind of the world of the weird with the Fermi paradox. Where is everybody?
Yeah,
If that's the case, where is everybody? All over the
yeah.
place, apparently, or not. I don't know. I personally
They're
think
just
that,
all hidden.
yeah, with that, I personally think that, I don't know, if I came down to a planet that I'm like part of an interstellar civilization, and I saw a bunch of like hairless monkeys with nukes, I don't know if I would want to go talk to them either.
Right. Yeah, I could see us being viewed as aggressive.
A little
I
bit.
mean, yeah. So maybe just like, oh, they're not ready, and then
Yeah.
just leave.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
drop off a spaceship or two and let them fuck with it for a little bit and see what they come up with, but we're not going to interact.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We'll drop off our test ships or something.
Yeah. Well, it is wild. There was a few episode or a few podcasts I've been listening to here lately about like disclosure and stuff like that. And the word they keep referring to some of these craft that they found are referred to as donations in documents and stuff like that.
Donations, yeah.
I
That's the
mean,
aliens donating their technology to us for us
or
to figure it out without them helping.
or we're like the Goodwill where they're just like, oh, this thing's a piece of shit. These monkeys will like this.
Right.
Here you go.
Yeah, this is like 10 generations ago. Here's the
Yeah.
yeah.
Here's the rotary phone that we use for nostalgia purposes.
No. Right. That could be it.
It very well could be.
Mm,
But then we had, the Malaysia flight MH370, which I think we both agreed on that episode of what happened. It was pilot
yeah,
suicide.
right. Yeah, pretty convincing that it was that.
Well, I think the nail in the coffin for me was when you talked about how he had been practicing the route in his flight
Right.
simulator.
Yeah. And just like flying it to the spot that they think is where it crashed until the fuel ran out. Like, it's exactly what happened.
Mhm.
That's what he's practicing. So, yeah. Yeah. I guess there is a new expedition starting to look for the wreckage again.
Really?
Yeah, it started on December 30th. And it's for
Cool.
55 days. Yeah, private expedition
Oh, okay, I was about to
called
say,
Ocean Infinity.
mm, hopefully it's not like Ocean Gate.
Yeah, it's a British American deep sea robotics company.
Oh, okay, well,
We'll see what happens.
if it's
Yeah,
deep
it's
sea
robotics.
robotics, then okay, we don't have some dumbass rich guy with his Xbox controller going down in a sub.
Yeah, I guess they narrowed down 5,800 square miles to search, which
Just
is
only
like the size
5,800?
of, yeah, it's like the size of Connecticut. Well,
Yeah.
it's pretty small for that area.
Well, sure, yeah, but it's still a massive undertaking you have to do.
Yeah, that's why they're doing it in 55 days.
Yeah.
But they said, I guess someone's gonna pay them if they find it. I don't know if it's the Malaysian government. If they find any wreckage, they get paid like $7 million. I think it's 7 million
Yeah,
or 70. One of those.
the other weird part about that story is that gentleman that was where was he? On the coast of Africa that got blown up? Or New Zealand, wasn't he? No, not New
That got
Zealand.
blew up.
You don't remember talking about that?
He blew up?
He was on the coast of Madagascar and he got hit with artillery.
Yeah, with artillery. I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. That was part of the
What?
episode. I'm inserting it right now.
I don't think so.
Sarah, I
He
prom
was
it,
hit with artillery?
yeah, because he was like
I mean,
recovering a
Madagascar had, yeah, yeah. I thought you meant while it was crashing. I was like,
no,
that's not
he was
okay.
recovering a piece of it supposedly.
Yes.
That okay.
Yeah, and he was assassinated. Yes.
I mean,
He was
that is
purposely assassinated. He wasn't just hit with the way you made it sounded like it was an accident just now when you
no, 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 no. That's not what I meant at
oh,
all.
yeah.
Sorry for the
Okay.
misunderstanding.
But yes, he went to get some and they assassinated him.
With artillery, which is probably the best way to go. I
Right.
won't even know it's coming.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy. I mean, there's definitely some weird shit going on with like the debris because I do feel like the debris could have been planted
Sure.
because they weren't finding anything, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it was nefarious. Well, it was. It doesn't mean some government hijacked the plane or anything.
No, no, I don't think that was what it was at all. I think they were just they wasted a lot of time and a lot of resources and didn't do the right thing
Right.
and were trying to make it seem better than it was. That's what I think.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see in I don't 55 days from December 30th. That's when the expedition's over.
Okay. So what, March sometime? End of March?
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
it.
Okay, just in time for spring.
Mid-March? I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say mid late March, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Beginning of March? It's like 2 months. Yeah.
Our math
That
ain't mathin'.
I don't know. Yeah.
Speaking of math not mathing, the missing 411, I still don't like these stories. They always freak me the fuck out, where people
Yeah,
just
they
vanish
do.
out of nowhere. Although,
Right.
I haven't been able to find any more like recent like instances of this happening though. So I wonder why it's like the phenomenon only lasted for that certain amount of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like, what was kinda the most recent one that you had heard? Like, not even in the 20s, I feel like 2020.
No, no, it was like 2000, like between 2000 and maybe 2010, somewhere in there,
Yeah,
like during that decade. Now, I mean, who's to say I might just be ignorant to it? So listeners, send me an email and let me know if I'm wrong. But I I've been having a hard time finding anything. And when I say finding anything, yes, I'm not going to Reddit and I'm not just like, oh, well, I know this guy that has this creepy there's this creepy pasta
right.
that he wrote. And like, okay, dude, like I'm talking about actual documented cases. So
Right.
I don't know. It always freaks me out.
Well, yeah, it does freak me out. I don't know if I've heard super recent either. I have to look it up.
I think it's cave people, Sarah.
Maybe they're not reporting it anymore.
Maybe not.
Well, all the or whatever the national parks are not getting any money anymore. So,
Well, that or they're covering it up. They're part of the plan.
wow, that's true. They could be covering it up, or they just don't have any resources to like track it anymore, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Probably a combination of multiple things. I will say the next episode we did, The Monster with 21 Faces, I was super excited about because you're deep into that sort of culture and I'm not.
Right.
So whenever we do something like this, it's completely new to me. And that was one of the craziest stories I think I've ever fucking heard.
It's like a movie. It's
It
really,
is. It literally is a thriller action.
yeah,
That is what that
right.
was.
Yeah. Catch Me If You Can. Well, that's probably a lot of the movies get inspiration from it.
Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But then, like, I'm just trying to think too of like, if I lived in like a borough and like deep seated community, like I'm sure that place is, and then all of a sudden it was like, hey, by the way, there's like three things of poison in all of your grocery stores. Hope you don't buy the wrong thing.
Right.
Fuck. Like,
Yeah.
what? I'm driving 3 towns over.
Yeah. I can't imagine how scary that was.
Yeah. And then like
And
I'm
that they did find some too that were poison.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
just like empty threats, like, "No shit, oh my god, here's an actual part of what he was saying or they were saying."
Right.
I don't know, man,
Yeah.
I think it was way too well organized. It had to have been some sort of organized crime, like a mafia style organization. It seems way too organized for just, like, random people getting together being all like, "Hey, we should take down the man,
Yeah.
man," you know?
Right. Yeah, it seems super organized. And the fact they never get caught. I mean, there were a couple close calls, but it just seems
I don't
like
know,
too
that
many moving parts to do all that and not get caught.
fox-eyed man is sly, man. You just can't get
Yeah,
away from him.
that's true.
You can't get
Yep.
him. If you're not
No,
familiar, watching that episode, it's
it's
hilarious.
Foxy.
He is foxy. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but I just had to for Flat Earth. The bad part about it is I actually know 2 people that legit believe the Earth is flat.
You know 2 people?
I know 2
Did you
people.
know that before we recorded that episode?
I knew one of them before we recorded this episode.
Oh my gosh.
And I actually went to him. I'm not going to say
Right.
names, but it's someone that I interact with on a semi-regular basis. And I went to him to get some ammo for the episode, actually, of
Yeah.
their
Yeah, I remember you
catchphrases
saying
and, you
right.
know, what just and the best one is
Oh
just
my
look into it,
god.
bro. Just look into it, bro. You'll see. Just look into it. It's like, no, I will not be
Yeah.
doing any such thing. So
It's been looked into too. Like
it's been
it's
it's
yeah,
been looked into.
right. Yeah. Like it's been explored a lot. And it's
I don't
my god.
I don't know. It's one of those where I think
That was
it's
a funny episode.
well, yeah, but it's the epitome, like that belief system is the epitome of the kid on the playground that is all like, "Nuh-uh," or
Right.
1,000,001 times infinity. Like that's the argument that they're always having. Like
Right.
it's like, okay, so you just want to argue. That's what it is. You don't want to
Right.
win. You just want to argue.
Yeah.
But then my favorite fucking episode of the season, Sarah, my favorite by
Was it
far.
really your favorite?
It is my favorite. Bradshaw
Okay.
Ranch.
Yeah. Well,
And and results speak for themselves, Sarah. You were looking at
right.
some analytics for us, and where did Bradshaw Ranch end up?
Yeah, for YouTube it was number 1 viewed
Mhm.
for the
Mhm.
year.
Mhm.
And it was number 4 across podcast platforms.
Telling you.
Yeah, I mean, it was entertaining for sure. It's just like such a funny, like immediately debunk.
Here, I'm going to insert a little clip right here for our viewing listeners.
Yeah.
This is the clip that got me good. But that being said, I knew that you believed like super hardcore with it. And I wanted to try so hard. I was trying so hard to be respectful, Sarah. I truly was. I was doing everything in me. And it just got
Yeah.
to the point where I
It
really
tipped
couldn't.
over, yeah.
I couldn't. You started
Right.
talking about Big Girl and how she was pregnant. And I'm like, man, I just,
Yeah, big girl. She's in the sand.
yeah, given sand angels and stuff like that. I don't know, man.
Right.
I can't
Well,
deal with.
yeah. I'm glad I bought the ebook and not the real I only
Although,
spent, a couple bucks.
although I really almost thought about trying to get it for you for Christmas, and I think I still might.
Oh
I
my
think I
god.
still might.
I mean, that one guy, that's just a guy, I guess. That weird photo of the
Yeah,
blue man or whatever, but
it's all bullshit, is what it is. It's all bullshit.
yeah,
You
right.
know, the second you started talking about like, well, I can see him, but nobody else can in the camera. It's like, oh my god, what
Right.
the fuck are we
Yeah.
talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, my favorite episode of the season, Sarah,
That was a good one.
was a good one,
It was pretty funny.
but
Not on purpose.
the one that was not so funny, because this one I grew up listening and watching
Mm,
different stuff on this, was the Dyatlov Pass. You know, those
yeah.
hikers go into the mountains out in the middle of nowhere, fucking Siberia, Russia, and next thing you know, their bodies are radiated. There's parts of them missing, but weird parts like their fucking lips and their like have
Right.
weird
Their tongue.
injuries. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it looks like two of them have gotten hit by cars. Like the chest trauma was just like equivalent to being hit by like a truck. Like,
Right. Yep.
man. But after doing some research into it with that episode, I am totally convinced that the Soviets were testing some sort of explosive, possibly nuclear testing out in that area. And that's what killed him.
Yeah. That's what I think too, for sure.
So,
And they're never gonna release that.
no, no, no. I mean, like I said in that episode, like they were super secretive and they still are of like any military testing. So, I don't
Right.
think it's gonna happen. I just wish, like, at least for the families, I wish they could have gotten a little bit better closure than I don't know.
Yeah. That would have been better. Well, and it's also like that one guy that was older.
Yeah,
Like, did he purposely
he was
leave them there?
I think so. I don't know. That's me putting my conspiracy hat
Right.
on, but I'm pretty convinced that that's what he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we went from like one extreme to the other with like the disappearance of people because the next episode we did was Elisa Lamb,
Yeah.
and that was a wild
That's
story.
that is wild. I mean, I'm glad they found her at least.
Very true. And I think
And
we can all
yeah.
agree that she probably had a manic episode and got in the tank and drowned. Couldn't get out. I don't
Right.
think it
Yeah, I
was
think so.
anything nefarious.
No, I don't think so either. To be in that hotel, to be drinking that water or whatever, or bathing, that still gets me too. It's like,
Yeah. See, that's why you don't drink tap water. That's why you don't drink tap water.
yeah, I would not drink. There was like what that British couple that was drinking the water. Like, first of all, why you're in like LA? Why are you gonna be drinking the water? You should not be.
Here's the
But
thing.
to bathe in it too, I don't know.
If I had to pick the lesser of two evils, I would much rather bathe in it than
Well, yeah,
drink it.
right.
But I don't want to do it neither. Here's the thing though. If water smells weird,
Yeah.
maybe don't use it for anything.
Or if it's like a weird color.
Especially if it's a weird color. The second I turn
Right.
my faucet on, if it's brown, guess what I'm not doing?
Right. I'm gonna
I'm
be
not like,
buying bottled water. Feel
yeah,
like, hello?
oh, I seem to be a bit parched, Marjorie. I think I'll drink some of this brown water out of the tap. Fuck no. I'm not doing any of that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But then we had
Just a
one of
sad story.
it is a sad story because like that's what I was talking about with like the mental health side of it with it because it's like I feel like her parents were really, really hard on her I feel
Yeah.
like once she finally got away to do her own thing, it was probably a good experience for her to an extent, but somebody needed to be
Yeah.
with her.
Right.
So,
To, like, kinda hold her accountable a little bit with her medication.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then we had a fun episode of Birds and Spheres.
Right. Yeah.
And
I
speaking of
love
which,
Birds Aren't Real. The book.
listeners, what
Yeah.
Sarah got me. I have not read it
It's
yet.
real.
I did read the there's a little bit of like notes from Peter McNode in Node. I did read about the first couple pages of that yet. Or I did, and it was quite entertaining to say the very least.
Yeah. I haven't read it either. I bought myself one as well.
I think it's more of a conversation starter. Like I really want to have a party with it
Right.
sitting on a coffee table.
Yeah.
So,
And then you can start telling them how all the birds aren't real.
yeah. And then that stupid ass fucking sphere that supposedly was just a big ass ball bearing.
Yeah,
I don't know,
that
man.
was weird. Well,
I think
can't have
that
all
week
winners.
that's true. Well, I think that week that you and I were kind of like, "Hey, let's just do something stupid.
Yeah.
Let's
Right.
find the dumbest thing we possibly can." And those were the 2 that we went with.
Right.
Now,
It can't all be serious.
they can't. They can't. But now I will say yours was very insightful because yours was a masterpiece of how they marketed that, how they pushed that, the whole
Yeah.
lore they came up with that, like,
Right.
that was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
videotaping the whatever.
Yep. Yep. That's a lot. And people still to this day believe it. I don't think it's a lot,
Right.
but it's not 0.
It is crazy. Well, probably similar to the flat Earth.
Very true.
Probably not. It's probably less than
It's
that, but
probably less, but I think they're equally as crazy. So, I don't know. But then we got into the woo a little bit with
mhm. Your
dimensions
story.
unseen of exploring the
Right.
astral world.
Yeah.
And I have really actually been contemplating about trying to astral project again, thinking like I've looked up like the quote unquote how to's,
Oh,
and
yeah.
more in detail than we did on that episode. And I don't really know if I want to, man. Like, I'm not like a super woo person, but something keeps like pulling me back from it. Like, I can't explain it. You know what I mean? Like, something
Maybe it
keeps
was
all like,
your experience or something.
maybe, I don't know. So
Those hands.
that still fucking freaks me the fuck out. Like, dude,
Right.
no shit, getting fucking goosebumps still fucking thinking about it. Like, I don't fuck around with that shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that would have definitely been scary. You
The
made it
fact
back, I
that,
guess.
well, or did I? Maybe that's when
That's
everything
right.
fucking flipped for me.
I mean, that's when you switched.
Yeah, I switched with the evil Jake or the good Jake, one of the 2. I don't know. I don't know which one am I. So, um, but then, I think it's crazy when we did the, disappearance of, Kirsten Bergerman. Once again, another crazy story coming out of where we grew up.
Yeah. Right. Like, literally, right.
Literally right where we grew up. And, like, the craziest part for me is, like, her and I were relatively close in the same age. Obviously, I didn't know her, but there could have been a possibility of where we knew each other by rolling in the same
Yeah.
circles and
Right.
whatnot. So that one kind of freaks me out. And I mean, they still haven't found anything
No,
about
literally
her.
nothing. That's the crazy part, like, I don't
And
know. Yeah.
the thing that got me with that was like the CCTs cutting out. Why do they always cut out when you need them? Like
Right.
that's what I don't understand. If it was a legit glitch, but it seems like every time we need evidence of something, they're like, "Oh, we got the CCTV." Shit.
Yeah.
Though that 60 seconds, 120 seconds that we need to see what happened isn't there.
Right, it's just gone. Yeah.
How?
What's up with that? Also, it always is the worst quality. Like, come on. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's 2026 people. Let's fucking upgrade this shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know. But um we kind of stayed on the normal person or normal real world stuff with that fucking crazy ass bitch that tried to murder her husband, Victoria fucking Goodwin, man. And this hit kind of close to home for me because I love watching Ghost Adventures. Like, I love it.
Yeah,
Do you not love Ghost
yeah,
Adventures,
it's
Sarah?
kind of crazy. Well, I haven't watched it in a lot. You watch it a lot. Like
Yeah.
it. I'm not watching every episode.
Why not?
I guess the episode came out recently that where he was told that the police were at his house or whatever.
Yeah, I have not watched it yet. I was waiting
And
for,
yeah, I was saying if you
yeah, I have not watched it. But I don't think anything crazy has come out besides that video for this sentence. Like, it's pretty cut and dry. Like, this chick
yeah.
literally was going to pay some dude like 1100 $500 to kill her husband.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, she reached a plea deal, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't know how far that's actually gonna go, but I mean, I'm sure it'll be
Uh,
something. Do you have it pulled up or anything?
yeah. I have an article from News 3 News,
Three
Las
News.
Vegas,
Okay.
whatever it is. She's serving 3.5 or 3 to 7.5 years is what the prison what or the plea deal that she did, I guess. And that was in October that she did the deal. Doesn't seem like a lot of time, but I guess she just plotted to kill him. Like he didn't actually die, so I guess it's gonna be a less of sentence, but that's kind of shitty.
Well, the fact that more than likely the way it was going to go down was it was probably going to happen while he was on set for Ghost
Right.
Adventures. Like, I don't know, man. No,
Yeah, I
I
know
do.
that 3 years is not enough.
No. And even seven's not enough. Like,
Right.
I don't know, man, because you see pictures of them together and like obviously you don't know the backstory. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But like that Aaron guy, like I talked about, like when it comes to like his character, he's one of the nicest people on that show. He's the most down to earth, doesn't overreact, doesn't freak out, doesn't get mad about stuff. Like, and once again, I know I'm probably biased just from watching the show, but out of the other three people, four people that are on there, he is the most level headed person out of all of them.
Mm.
I can't imagine when those cameras go off that it just goes from super level headed to I'm going to beat the hell out of my wife and treat her like shit to where she's going to want to
Right.
kill me.
Yeah, that would
So
be pretty extreme.
I don't know. Speaking of extreme, I really want to visit this place someday, Sarah. We need to go to the Hoyabachi
Yeah,
Forest.
I would like to go there. I camp out there, I camp in the
I'm
clearing.
down. I am down. I am so down. We can bring fucking cameras and what are the other hot button issues? God damn it. Hot button need to have ghost paranormal stuff. E-meters.
Yeah,
We need a thermal camera.
the spirit box or whatever.
Spirit box. We need a spirit box.
Right.
We need to hit
Yeah.
up Zach Bagans so he makes a scene and is like, fight me, bro.
Right.
But no, I would love
Yeah.
to. I would love just to visit that part of the world because I've never really been anywhere like Eastern Europe. So I think it would be really cool to see.
I think it would be cool to see. I haven't seen, weren't they like mapping it out to see if there were graves or bodies? But I never saw them actually releasing that.
I haven't seen anything about Hoyabachi since we did it.
Yeah, they're keeping a secret.
They are keeping a secret. One thing that is still kind of a secret would that Tunguska event. I mean, I think everybody knows what happened, but it's was so poorly can't talk documented. But the moral of that story is space is fucking scary,
Yeah.
and rocks are just hurling around, and they're gonna fucking come and just slap the shit out of the earth, and nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
Just hanging
that
out.
is kind of right. Can you imagine if it was over a city?
It would have destroyed like everything.
Right.
Literally,
Yeah.
just destroyed everything. So
With like no warnings too or anything, probably.
yeah.
That's probably a good way to die, maybe. Not a good way to die, but like
It's up there
less
on
uh
the better ways. Like
Right.
right at
Just
the
to
epicenter too, not like out on the outskirts.
right. No. Yeah, you don't wanna be burned alive and still living. You just wanna die in a flash instantly with no warning. That would be ideal.
Have you seen that meme of John Travolta from Pulp Fiction where he's like walking around and he's like doing like this, but he's in heaven?
I don't think
Dude, I gotta send you that. That's what it would be like. You'd be just walking around the street, mind your own business. The next thing you know, you're just like, what the fuck just happened? It'd be great.
yeah. Well,
I'm here
that's
for
where
that.
you get ghosts from, though.
That's true. I mean, we don't know that for sure, but it makes sense to me. I'm here for it.
Right. A traumatic event.
A
I would love to
grudge.
be a ghost, though. I
Why?
would love to experience that. No, it just seems like interesting. I would like to see what the ghosts see and be a ghost and, move stuff around and just
Keep that.
kind of
If you go
hang
before
out a
me,
little
keep
bit.
that shit to yourself, Sarah.
I'll send you a sign. I don't
Don't.
know what, but we'll figure it out. What would
Astral
I say? I'll
project.
talk to you later. But what?
Astral project. Come see
Gosh,
me.
yeah. I thought you said Apple Jacks.
Yep, Apple
I'll just leave
Jacks.
Apple Jacks
Yep,
everywhere.
leave them everywhere.
Or Jacks like the child's toy.
Yeah, don't do that. That's
Of
fucked up.
Jacks and little. Hey, that'd be a good sign because who plays with those anymore?
That's true.
If you just like had one of those fall in front of you, like manifested in front of you.
Knowing
That's
my
me.
luck, I'm stepping on them and I'm gonna be mad as hell. So don't
All
use
right, well,
Jacks.
okay. Maybe Apple Jacks.
Maybe Apple Jacks. Ants all over my house. Thanks, Sarah.
All right, well, think of something else.
Yeah. Portlock, Alaska. This episode on our YouTube channel, I don't know where it is.
But yeah, it is missing. We'll have to re-upload it.
We will have to re-upload it because I did double check and I've double checked our little storage area and I don't have it on my end, so I need to get it. But
Yeah,
that was a wild episode that I was not expecting. Like you hear like weird shit that happens in Alaska, but
right. I really like that one.
I did too.
Also, it's like such an old, like it happened so long ago too that it's like, wow. I don't know.
I could not
I don't know.
imagine being the mailman there that stayed there for what, over a year?
Yeah. Yeah, like another year alone and was like seeing something in the wood line that was like stalking him or something. Like, no.
Nope. No. Best case scenario, it's a motherfucking deer or deer. It's a motherfucking moose or it's a bear. Both of which are
Right.
gonna fuck
Yeah.
you up.
Right. And just to be alone, so isolated, like I don't really get why he had to stay that much longer
Well, I think part of the reason is
to
like
forward the mail.
maybe, but part of the reason too, like people that there are certain people that like to be isolated like that too. They like
Yeah,
to have
that's
the
true.
challenge of living by themselves and stuff like that. So I don't know. We did get done with it again
Yeah.
after this
The
episode
hollow
18,
moon.
the hollow moon, all because an astronaut said, or NASA said, it rang like a bell, referring to the viscosity of the surface in relation to the earth. That's what they were
Right.
saying. Yes, it was probably a not yeah, it was probably not the right thing to say, but it doesn't mean it didn't ring like a bell. That's what I think is funny. You have these people in flat earth that literally think like they're like, "Oh, well, if we live in a vacuum, then the atmosphere would just be sucked right off the earth." It's like that's not the
No,
type
right.
of vacuum we're talking about, you fucking dumbass.
Well, the education is not there.
It's not. God, it's not there.
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
I'm not going
It's
into
funny
it.
though.
It is funny. It is fun to talk about. It is
Sad.
fun to make fun, but
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of suspicious
it's not
what the
suspicious.
NASA said.
It's not suspicious at all, Sarah.
No. Probably a
But
hologram.
I see, I could get down with that more. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
still probably believe that, but I would believe that more so than it's hollow.
Right. And aliens are using it or whatever as the base.
Well, aliens very well could be using it on the dark side for sure, but I don't think,
Yeah.
or more than likely we are, in all honesty. That's probably not out of the realm of possibility, but just my opinion. But who know? But what do I know? I'm just a random podcaster, white guy with a beard on a podcast. I'm the typical trope now, Sarah.
That's true, yeah, at least I'm a woman,
That's true. See,
not much better. Still
well,
white.
yeah, I mean, it is what
And
it is.
millennials too.
Yeah, I
Millennials
know.
always starting all these things.
Yeah, but millennials aren't always finishing all these things, Sarah, and that's where we're at. That's why we're doing a year-end review.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna make it.
We are. Vanished in Bloomington, the Lauren
Yeah,
how do you say her last name? I'm always forget
here.
Spear. Okay, that's what I thought. See, this is what I didn't like about that episode is it's really sad on how she needed help. She had multiple opportunities where her friends could have helped her,
Right.
and they just didn't.
Yeah. They really weren't friends at
No.
all.
No. I don't know. That episode really kind of fucked me a little bit just because of that. So,
Yeah, it's really sad. And I mean, no trace of her has been found either.
oh yeah, I mean, I hate to
So,
say it. Somebody picked her up and probably threw her in the right White River, and they're not going to find anything of her. Fortunately, um, I don't know. It's a good tale for kids going into college though. Of like really pay attention to who your friends are and where you're at and what you're doing and partying
yeah.
with the wrong people and stuff like that. Because I mean, you're going to party. That's part of college. You got to do it. You got to have
Well,
fun.
yeah, right.
You got to
Yeah.
rebel a
But
little
pick your
bit.
friends wisely.
Just situational awareness. Pay attention to where you're at. Pay
Yeah,
attention to what you're doing. You know,
right.
Giants of Afghanistan was a good episode, I think.
It was a good episode. Yeah. You know, the stats for it. Where was it? No, it was. Oh, yeah. It was number 6 for podcast.
Hey, well, it's a wild story, and like I remember being over there and seeing like some of these massive caves and stuff that were like in the mountains, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go look for
Mm,
Taliban in there." It's like,
yeah,
I don't really want to go
it
fight in a
is crazy.
cave,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
it literally is like stepping back in like time. You get out into rural Afghanistan, especially southern Afghanistan. It's literally like walking back in like 2000 years ago. It is fucking wild.
Oh, wow.
Like people farming, people doing what they do, very, very ritualistic, very religious, very spiritual
Mm,
people. I don't know, man. It very well could be. They could have a bunch of redheaded giants running around there.
right. Well, the fact that a lot of people say they're redheaded, like independently, that's like, and
Well,
isn't it like 2 rows of teeth or something?
yeah, two rows of teeth. I believe it was six fingers
Yeah,
and six toes. Like wild shit. So,
yeah.
um, what's also wild shit is I have not had one of these still. We talked about
You
dreams,
still haven't
Sarah.
had any, you
I
haven't had
haven't.
any
I
dreams? Dude, I've
haven't.
had so many since we came.
Yes, I haven't had any.
Oh my God. Just yesterday, I was having a dream where there was hair in my mouth. I
Gross.
was like trying to get it out and I was like gonna throw up.
No,
It's like just 2 strands of hair.
God. Speaking of pulling hair, I had a hair inside of not inside, but between my eyelid and my eyeball one time, and I pulled it, and I could feel it from the back of my eye coming out.
Mm.
It was wild. Sorry,
Yeah,
off subject.
that's like I don't like eye stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But no,
Yeah.
I've really tried too. Like when I was looking at the astral projection thing, I've also like looked on
Mm,
like how to like lucid dream
yeah.
and stuff like that, and not a
And
thing.
that might be a good place to start. Just dreamy.
Yeah, I
To
need to start
astral
it.
project. But
I need to
I
start
don't
one.
know. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
I have such vivid dreams and you have nothing.
Nothing. It's just black, and I wake up tired still.
Yeah, I mean, I wake up tired still, but that's because my dreams were so active, I
Very
think.
well. Yeah, it very well could be. Men in Black, that we had to do it for season 1. There's some of the stories about them are pretty wild, and I think I
Yeah.
don't I don't think it's like Tommy Lee Jones and, Will Smith fighting aliens. I do think there is a wing of the government that does try to suppress and
Oh,
intimidate,
yeah,
and,
definitely.
you know, they don't do it loud. They go person to person, and they're like, "Hey, shut the fuck up."
Yeah, I
So,
could see that.
and
Thankfully, we haven't had any Men in Black incidents.
no, not yet. I'm sure it'll happen
Yeah.
eventually, or we'll get a weird email from somebody. Speaking of which,
Mm.
if you would like to, if you're a PR company and you hear this part of the podcast, don't spam us with emails about one particular guest. It'll make us not want to have them.
Yeah, that was a little weird,
It was
but
like one a day. It seemed like I'm exaggerating,
yeah,
but it was a lot. Man, I didn't
right.
like that. Maybe that was the Men
No.
in Black, Sarah. They were trying to probe us and see if we would answer.
Oh, if we'd let him in or something.
Oh,
Well, didn't get us this time. Not
and
yet.
nope.
Offer
Um,
us money.
yeah, not enough money. They can't extort us for anything yet. They're looking at our bank accounts just like, oh man, it'd be fucked up just to do this to these people. They're struggling as long as it is, man. But then we had Amelia Earhart, which
That was good.
I'm pretty sure that's where that picture you shared on that episode of the thing that looks like a plane in the ocean right off
Yeah.
the beach. Pretty sure that's what
Yes.
it is.
It's a plane.
Yeah, pretty sure. Wasn't
Yeah.
there somebody that was gonna come like go search for it? You got
Yes,
it?
I have an update for that. Well, a little disappointing. There was supposed to be an expedition in
Mhm.
like October, and they had to postpone it to 2026.
So you're saying there's still a chance for us to
So,
go first?
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, apparently you have to get permits. We might need to be doing some research and stuff because they said they didn't have the permits ready yet with the local government there to go look at it, I guess. And then seasonal weather changed too for the cyclone season, I guess, down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So they have to wait till 2026. I don't know like when, but yeah, I thought there would be an update because I knew they were going to do that in October and they haven't looked yet, but it does look like a plane, I think.
It
But is
does.
it her plane?
Oh, that's very true. I mean, that part of the world, I mean, there've been multiple plane crashes, multiple boat crashes. I mean,
Yeah.
it very well could be or it very well couldn't be. I mean, I don't think there's an easy way to explain it or say for certain unless you're actually there observing it, you know?
Right.
So, but then this got me good with the dead peasant insurance for episode 24. And
Yeah. That made me mad,
it's
actually.
that whole episode stemmed from me listening to another podcast and somebody ranting about it for about 10 minutes and then cutting it off completely. And I was like, I need to know more about this.
Mm.
And then the more I started digging, I'm like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. And it's so recent
Yeah,
too. It's so recent. Like,
it is. Yeah. I mean,
I
I
don't
would
know.
assume every single person has this thing or something. I don't know. Maybe not
If
every single person, but
if
a
you
lot of
work
people.
if you work for a major company, I would bet money on it. I would bet
Right.
money on it. If you work for the top 3 companies in the United States, I guarantee you they have dead peasant insurance on you. Guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It just blows my mind you can buy it on someone that you're
Yeah,
not even related to.
anybody, literally anybody.
Yeah.
That makes 0 sense to me. I mean,
Just makes zero sense.
from a business perspective, it makes sense because, like, at the end of the day, the life insurance company, they don't give a fuck. They're making money. You know what I mean? They don't care who
Right.
you insure.
Yeah. Sure. That's true.
I was not
Yeah.
expecting the Lake Oconee murders to be as crazy as it was.
Right. With like wasn't there a beheading? Yeah.
Yes, Russell was
Yeah.
beheaded.
Right. He was beheaded and she was dumped in the lake
Yeah, but, like,
with
almost
like
like it was tied she
weighted
was
down.
yeah, weighted down, but she came
Yeah.
back up, like
Yeah, they didn't tie it short enough or something, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, that's I still want to know more about their one daughter. That's the person I couldn't find any information on.
Yeah. If it were me, that would, that's who I'm putting money on for sure.
Yeah.
So, maybe not her specifically, but definitely had something to do with it. And that actually was a really good episode for the listeners too, like, they really responded well to that episode.
Yeah. Yeah, it was number one actually for podcast platforms
Damn.
listens,
There you go.
and it was number three on YouTube.
Well, I
Pretty
mean,
good.
I honestly was expecting that one to be kind of like a filler episode, if I'm being real with you. I wasn't
Yeah, well,
expecting it to
also,
be
like, I didn't know how many people are gonna be, like, aware of the case and stuff.
true. I guess it's a big deal.
So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I said it in the episode, but they have DNA evidence
Mhm.
that's not the 2 victims, and they found that in February 2025.
Well,
Where's the what is it? I would say it didn't get hit on any of the databases.
yeah.
There's been no update since then. It's been like a year.
I mean, to be fair, maybe it does take a while to process some of that and to actually, like, get evidence together just with the amount of red tape that our current system has. So, I mean, that might be part of it too. So, I don't
Maybe,
know.
yeah. I guess they wanna go through ancestry sites too, if it
Yeah.
didn't hit on anything.
Yeah. Well, Sarah, I
Might
am
be
utterly
solved soon.
it might be, or it might just all be rendering right in front of us thanks to simulation theory. That was episode 26, and
Yeah.
I am convinced. I haven't
I
been
mean,
convinced about a
I
lot
think
of
you
things.
convinced me too, right?
I'm just
Not
saying.
yeah, by the end of it, I think we both are like, "Yeah, that's the reality, is
Well,
that it's a simulation."
I think the biggest thing for me is, like, no one's trying to, like, coax you into believing this. No one's making, like, money, like, in mass off of
Right.
lying to people about it. It's not like the flat earth or some, like, crazy televangelist. It's just like, "No, here's the information. This is what it looks like, and this is what would explain it really, really well," and you're like, "Fuck.
Right.
I've
Yeah, it's
never
hard
seen my
to argue.
I've never seen my neighbors bring groceries in."
Yeah.
No, there's a lot more to it than that. I really enjoyed that episode quite a lot. So, it was a good
Yeah, it was a
one.
really good one.
The Sagade say that name for me, I cannot say it.
Sadagaya?
Setagaya. Thank you. I keep wanting to say
Yeah.
close it almost sounds like cicada when I say it, and I'm like, "That's not right. Why do I keep
Yeah.
doing that?" I cannot imagine, 1, killing someone in the way that that person was
Yeah.
dressed. He was dressed like an idiot.
Yeah, he was. I mean,
I'm not taking you
it's
seriously
very
if you break into my
strange.
house.
Yeah, it was I don't know, the whole thing's weird, but that's probably never gonna be solved either. It's probably a I really do think it was someone in the military
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
stationed there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's the case too, because I've seen a lot of people that are stationed overseas do a lot of really dumb shit, and I wouldn't put it past a handful of people to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Listeners, you should be extremely thankful because for episode 28, we were actually working on vacation. We did a podcast
Right, we're
while
very
we were on.
dedicated.
We are very dedicated. That was behind the magic of Disney World and Holiday World. We were actually at Holiday World for our little annual summer trip. Walked around, looked at all the crazy stuff, found out some wild shit about Holiday World. I mean, I think
Yeah.
most of it was kind of a little overblown, but, like, that statue of Santa is the fucking creepiest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, that's really weird. Also, that lady freaked you out.
Dude, she did, man. She was way too happy, and, don't get me wrong, I get it that, like, the Christmas spirit, and that's part of the gag of being at Holiday World, I got it. But, like, you need to blink. When you're talking to me, like, blink, please, because now I don't believe you're a real person.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that first. I wanna go back to her,
I mean, I'm down.
but
I
you
mean,
are scared.
not
Yeah. No,
it was unnerving, the
right.
way she was staring and not blinking and smiling way too big, like it was fake.
Yeah, and then
Like
when
it
we left, "Merry Christmas."
dude, it was like if fucking I had the biggest dose of the uncanny valley I think I've ever had with that lady, because I was just
Yeah,
like, "You look like a lady, but I don't think you are acting or looking really like one. There's something crazy
she
about
did
you."
look she looked exactly like a Hallmark movie.
Exactly like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
God, I don't know, man.
Well, maybe she wouldn't be there next time.
If she is and she looks exactly the same, that's gonna confirm my beliefs.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
I still haven't made it out here. I need to go to the Grand Canyon. I think we need to go sometime, Sarah, and do an episode. We did the Grand
Yeah,
Canyon mysteries and, all
we're
the
gonna
off
get arrested.
probably. I mean, but worth it.
That'd be fun, yeah. Maybe we can, well, you can, like, take a what is it, like a kayak or something, or white water rafting, or you could take a tour, like, in, and then we
So
could look for the caves
for certain parts,
from
yes, but I
inside. Oh, yeah.
doubt they're gonna let you go all the way to
No,
that other part where supposedly these caves and these
right.
honeycomb structures and all this other crazy stuff is at. I don't know, but I think we should go. I think we should go at
Yeah.
night too, try to get some UFOs on tape if possible,
Yeah, it was
maybe
really
see
cool.
some. I bet it was. All right, Sarah, we got another Japanese one. You're gonna have to pronounce this lady's
Right.
name.
Ryotatsuki.
Okay.
Yeah. Did not come true, the
I
most recent one.
I imagined. I don't mean Sarah to be disrespectful, but I'm
That's
not
another
buying.
one, I guess.
I'm not buying it at
I
all.
just pick ones that are, like, actually scams or something. She does sell a manga, so
Yeah,
she just wanted to sell more manga, maybe.
maybe. I don't know. I wasn't a like I said. I am down to always learn about all things and all interesting things, and it was an interesting episode. That being said, whenever I start to realize that, at least in my mind, that this lady's probably full of shit, I'm kind of
Right.
shutting off a little bit. So
Yeah. No, that's yeah. Well, would have been crazy if it did happen.
if it would happen, I might be changing my tune right now. If
But
it
yeah, it
would have
didn't.
happened,
Nothing.
it didn't. Yeah.
Right.
As they are in most places, or cults or visions or prophecy seers or whatever. It comes and goes really quick, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, now I look like an asshole. So
Yeah.
um this one was like perfectly timed. The Amuamua and Three
Yeah.
Eye Atlas. That was
Yeah.
that took the internet by storm, especially the Three Eye Atlas here recently. Amuamua did
Oh,
too
yeah.
when it came through. Um
Right.
Three Eye Atlas, man, the second it started coming past Jupiter, they're all like, fuck, it's aliens. Fuck, it's aliens, the whole internet. Fuck, it's aliens. It's like, okay, well, we don't know that. But I mean, it could be. It could be a probe.
Could be.
It could be
Well, there
really.
were some weird stuff with it.
There was a lot of weird stuff with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know a lot about space, so it wouldn't be uncommon, I feel like, to see something we've never seen before. It wouldn't be like a
Well,
shocker,
yeah.
you know?
That's fair. Right.
It wouldn't be like we're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and all of a sudden I see a fish with a giraffe neck. You know what I mean? You'd be like, "Holy fuck, what is happening?" I don't know. Oh, this one was good too. I do like the more personal ones of when we investigated your stalker. You've had a crazy fucking life, Sarah.
Yeah, there's been some crazy stuff. Well, I think those are it though. I don't know. I don't know any other ones to make content out of, I guess.
To monetize your
But
trauma.
at least I'm gonna get something out of it.
That's true. That's true.
But
Oh
yeah.
man.
Yeah, because we hadn't really, well, yeah, we didn't really talk that much about as it was happening, I guess.
No, there were tiny little updates that were happening, and
Yeah.
I mean, I was I think in the loop probably a little bit more than you knew, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure mom and dad were telling you all the time. Yeah.
but
It would
I
have
mean,
been interesting for you guys to come up here.
maybe. I mean, I don't know if interesting would be the right word, but it would have been
Yeah.
something, all right.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I'm glad it didn't come to that.
yeah, me too. Me too. Um, I actually got inspiration. I can't speak today for this next one. Coming home from hell, what was it? I think we were coming home from Gatlinburg, and I listened to the last podcast on the left episode about old Herb Ballmeister. Guy
Yeah.
is a fucking maniac, and the
Right.
the way he kept it together for so many years with a wife and kid,
That is pretty
man,
crazy.
like that.
Not a
That
lot of, yeah,
not a lot of what.
not a lot of serial killers have like a significant other, like someone to hide that from.
Well, yeah, that and not a lot of serial killers can flip that switch so easily
Yeah.
either. Like,
Right.
that is insane. And, like, watching interviews with him about, like, different things that were happening in Carmel, Indiana, like, he sounds and
Mhm.
talks like a normal person. Like, I know you always hear that about serial killers, but dude, he looks just like the nerdy dad that
Right.
has an office job. That's what he looks like. And,
Yeah.
man, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you never know.
Yeah,
Can't see the monster inside of
that's true.
but yeah.
The Great Molasses Flood, too, was a fun episode.
Yeah. That was insane
I could not
too.
imagine.
No. No, I can't imagine living through that or seeing like witnessing that. Like, I don't know. One of the greatest like industrial disasters.
Well, and the fact that the story that gets me really good out of that is talking about how the rivets ripping sounded like machine gun fire. Like,
Right.
that's
Yeah, I
how
can hear
fast it
that like in my
separated.
mind.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
like,
Right. And then
and
just
then
a fucking wall. Cause
yeah, a
oh my
16-foot
God.
wall of solid molasses is just barreling towards you.
Right.
Like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
And all coming out from the epicenter of it. Just I don't
Right.
know, dude. I would hate to and then the cleanup afterwards, like, how would you clean that up? Like,
Yeah. I don't really know. Did I say how they cleaned it? I think water from the ocean, right?
yeah, salt water would probably be the
Yeah.
best thing, but
And just wash it into the ocean.
I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
gonna dilute eventually.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, not conspiracy theories, actually real world things that happened was Operation Northwoods. That story makes me angry
Mm.
that
Yeah.
everybody in the government was just like, nope, need to go to war with Cuba. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to go ahead and kill civilians. We're going to fucking plot terrorist things. We're going to blame it on these fucking people. And Mr. President, you're going to sign off on it. And he was just like,
Yeah.
no. And then he was assassinated. That was John
Right.
F. Kennedy for those
Well,
that haven't watched the episode. But yeah,
I mean, thank God he said no. But yeah, makes me wonder about more recent things.
yeah. I mean, the bad thing about it, and I remember I've talked to people on all sides of opinions of everything, and what they're showing you is a fraction of the story. What you're
Yeah.
seeing is
Right.
always a fraction of the story. It's what they're trying to show you something so sensationalized but not that serious that it distracts you from what's actually happening. That's what they're trying to
Well,
do.
yeah.
Perfect psyop,
Right.
you know. It's a thing tested, proven time and time again. I mean, it works. So,
Yeah.
why not keep doing it? I don't know. We got to keep doing this again though with the four episodes for Halloween. We're definitely doing that again this year. That was a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
So the Genesee Theater in Devil's Gate was a good episode. I feel like I need to make it up there and we just need to go visit that. I need to come up on like a weekend or something and go do that.
Yeah.
And then you can do the same thing with Bellwitch Cave.
Yeah,
It's
I
only
could go
open
down there,
sometimes.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we could do that.
I'm down.
Should we go to London and investigate
Yeah,
Jack the
let's go.
Ripper?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go investigate in London. And then we'll go to Lake Michigan and just sail out there on a little dinghy. Or no,
Right.
Black Eyed Kids. My bad. I'm
Yeah.
jumping ahead too far.
Yeah, you skipped one.
Yeah, we need to try to manifest the
Can't
Black
really.
Eyed Children
Yeah.
while we're.
Okay.
What if we do that? What if we manifest the Black Eyed Kids in London?
Yeah. 2 for 1.
Next thing you
That'd be
know, we're
good.
getting a knock on the door, and it's like it's Tuesday, isn't it? Open the door,
Yeah.
and got little fucking crazy Black Eyed Kids out there.
That would be insane.
Oh, I'm shooting somebody in the face. I'm not even
Well,
opening the
you're not
door.
gonna have a gun in London.
Shit. There's ways around everything, Sarah.
Okay, well, yeah, I think investigating the local ones would be
I think we
good.
should. I think we
Yeah.
should. But then, like I said, I skipped ahead way too far.
Okay.
The Lake Michigan Triangle is super wild to me.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Well, there was that recent winter storm that came through. Did you see the videos of the Great Lakes and the waves and stuff like that?
No, I didn't for that,
Dude, you
but I
gotta
can
look it up,
imagine.
man. It's wild. Like, and just happened like what, like 3 weeks ago, 3, 4 weeks ago,
Yeah.
whenever we had that cold snap that came through. Yeah.
Mm.
Like, we're talking like 16, 17-foot waves and stuff, like wild.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I would not be going in for there for
I
that.
wouldn't be going through
You
either.
can surf. Good surf though.
And die. Just get sucked
Well,
under
yeah.
the yeah, and you're dead. Bohemian Grove, I actually was listening to a podcast with Kurt Metzer today,
Really?
and he was talking about when Alex Jones infiltrated Bohemian Grove. So it was kind of
Okay.
funny when we
But
were.
you couldn't find the videos though, right?
I could not. I'm still looking for them. I know they're somewhere. I don't know. It's one of those things where I could probably like I need to do some like serious digging on like not Google or YouTube, you know, like hit up Reddit or something like that. I'm sure I could probably find them on Reddit.
Yeah, probably. Dude, you
But
need to apply to be a waiter.
I'm good. I don't want to be
If
around a
I if
bunch of no, I don't want to be around a bunch of old men cosplaying as cult leaders or members or whatever.
yeah.
Human design, I don't quite believe in it, but you did convince me a little bit the year we did it at Christmas
Mhm.
and then your episode. I'm not
Yeah.
100% all in, but I think there's something. I think there's something to it.
Yeah, there was like a couple things
Yeah.
seemed yeah. You don't have to be 100%. I'm not 100%, but it's
Oh, okay, good.
interesting for
It
sure.
is interesting. It is very
Yeah.
interesting. And I mean, it kind of marries the world of all the woos of like astrology and, you know,
Right.
different stuff like that. So, I mean, I get it. And I will say it's not designed like a horoscope because that's what I first thought it was going to be like.
Yeah, right.
I thought it was
No.
just going to be like general vague, like, oh, this is what you do because this is what the earth sign is telling you. I was like, shut the fuck up. But no, it actually is pretty good as
Right.
far
It's
as like,
pretty in depth.
yeah.
I just
Now,
don't like that it's a lot of stuff is behind a paywall, I guess.
yeah, and when you get and when you do get behind that paywall, like you've got to do a lot of work to get to the point where you're going through all of your different gates and,
Yeah,
there's a lot of steps
right.
that you have to do. So it's not that's one of the other reasons why I think it's not I think there's something to it because it's way more complicated than just pulling up, "Oh, I'm going to Google what my daily horoscope
Mm,
is." You know what I mean?
right.
So, I don't know. But then after that, we still worked during the holidays, listeners. We did conspiracy theories. We did a little grab bag episode. That was a fun episode.
Yeah,
And then most of these are all pretty recent within the last what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah 7, 8 episodes. So you
yeah.
probably already heard all of
Not
these
any
already.
updates, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I think it was good season one. Good 52 episodes, Sarah. This counts as episode 52.
right. Yeah. So now we'll start season 2
Season two.
next week.
It's
No
next
break.
week. No breaks.
Yep.
No breaks.
Yeah, 0 break.
We're not doing the sitcom thing or Walking Dead where you binge an
Yeah.
episode or a whole season and next thing you know, it's like, gotta wait 6 weeks for the new episode. Nope. It'll be next week. And I think we're probably going to follow the same formula. So if you guys have enjoyed this last season, let us know. If you've disliked it in any way, shape, or form, shoot us an email and tell us what you disliked. And Sarah and I will do whatever we got to do to fix it, to make it better for you. If there's anything that you want to talk about, any conspiracies, any spooky stories, any possible weird stuff, shoot us an email at the paranoid perspective podcast at gmail.com. Check us out on all our social media. Just search Paranoid Perspective and you'll probably find us there. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/the Paranoid Perspective podcast. Got some extra perks over there. And I can almost guarantee you that this year there will be probably some more cool perks that come with that. Possibly some really cool stuff, but we'll see. Thank you guys. Easiest and freeway once again is to share this podcast with a friend, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. Thank you guys once again for this awesome year. And as always,
Remember, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not watching. See you next time on The Paranoid Perspective.